What is up, everybody? It is JT. I am back with you guys with another video. So, I know it's been like a while since I last uploaded on this channel. Like, it's been a year. I apologize. I tried to upload some more videos. Like, I tried to upload like a move-in vlog when I first moved into FAU, but I forgot to film. And there's a couple of other videos that I was supposed to do that I just forgot to make. So, I apologize. I'm going to try to be more consistent on this channel from this day on. But a lot of you guys wanted me to make a video talking about my first year of college at FAU. So I'm gonna tell you guys what made me decide to go to college, why I chose FAU, and how my first year went. So I never was one of those kids who grew up saying that I wanted to go to college. I didn't really care that much about it until a couple of months prior to me graduating. And one of the reasons why I decided to go to college isn't really because of me, but I had a lot of homeboys growing up who had a lot of dreams and aspirations. Like they wanted to graduate high school and they wanted to attain a degree from a 4 year university. And unfortunately, a lot of my homeboys with those dreams, they weren't able to achieve them because unfortunately they passed away at young ages. So I just kind of want to, carry on their dream and try to graduate college, not for myself, but for them as well. And on top of that, like, I kind of want to graduate college to prove a point because I feel like all my life, like, I feel like people feel that I'm slow. A lot of my teachers when I was in high school oftentimes try to make me feel like I didn't deserve to be in the classes that I was in because all throughout high school I had honors courses and I had dual enrollment courses, and at the start of the year, like, teachers always tried to get me switched out of class because they felt like I was dumb and I'd be like a classroom distraction because I was, like, I wouldn't say I was a bad kid, but I did cause like a lot of mischief earlier on. So like I just kind of wanted to prove a point to everybody that it doesn't really matter where you come from, or what background or what your situation may be like. If you put your mind to something, you can do it. And I don't really need college because I'm already pretty, secure. Like I got my own business, I'm self-employed and stuff like that. But I just feel like going to college will increase my chances of being successful. And a lot of people feel like college is a scam. And really, I don't view college as a scam because if college didn't increase your chances of being successful, then I don't think our ancestors would have fought so hard for us to have the opportunity and the right to go to college if we want to. And even if college isn't required to be successful, which it isn't with the day and age we live in right now, I feel like if you have an opportunity to increase your chances of being successful by at least like 1%, you should go ahead and take that chance, really. So ideally, I didn't really care that much about going to college, but before I graduated, one of my OGs said, "You have a chance to go to college, you should go ahead and take it." And on top of that, I had like 16 college credits already when I graduated, so I pretty much have like half a year removed. So I decided to go to college just so people could get off my dick about it. I was just gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to college for a semester, then I'm gonna drop out because I don't really care that much about it. So I ended up applying for FAMU. That was my number one choice, but they didn't accept me for some dumbass reason. Like, so I applied for FAMU, and I had like a 3.4 GPA. I graduated top 10% in my class, and I had all honors classes and dual enrollment classes. And I know people who go to FAMU who had like 2.6, 2.8 GPAs who got in, and they ended up declining me. And what was green about it was like they didn't even send me no letter, because normally when you get declined, like you get like a little email, you get something in the mail letting you know that you got declined. But them boys ain't even let me know I got declined. Like, I had to call them boys to find out that I didn't get accepted. And I was banking on me going to FAMU because at the time, like, I was like 100% sure I was going to get accepted in the FAMU. So pretty much I was applying for colleges last minute. So I applied for Savannah State, UCF, FAU, FIU, USF, and I got accepted into all of those universities, but I just ended up going with FAU. It was between FAU and Bethune because Bethune They were like offering a lot of financial aid money and whatnot, but I just went to FAU because like I ain't want to go to HBCU anymore because like I felt like I would kind of get distracted there, and if I was going to go to college and try to give it my all my first semester, I might as well go to a place that gives me the best chance of that. So I went to FAU. I never really toured the campus, didn't really hear that much about it, aside from, like a few people I know that graduated from my high school, Lee, that went there. So I just said, bump, I was just going to go here. So I ain't take no spring classes, I ain't take no summer classes, and I ain't take no fall classes because like, I just really ain't care that much, and I ain't really want to do no school because I already had 16 college credits. So I said, like I might as well not just do summer or fall because like, I'm already ahead, so I can still graduate on time with my class and whatnot. So January rolled around, and I ended up moving down to Boca Raton. It's like a 7-hour drive from Jacksonville. My people drove me down there, and a lot of people were surprised when I had posted on my little story, like the little countdown, the days till I moved down there. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, JT, I didn't know you was going to college. Like, I never thought somebody like you would be going to college." And I was like, I probably won't be down there for a long time. I'm probably going to end up just dropping out after the first semester. I just want to see what it be about. So I get down there, and it's straight. You feel me? The campus is pretty nice. The buildings are pretty solid. Aside from Heritage, like if you get Heritage, good luck with that, because that joint is pretty much the bando for like that shit falling apart. I saw a roach on the elevator one time when I was at that joint. So if you are like a upcoming freshman or whatnot, you gotta stay in Heritage. That building is kind of old, kind of like the bandos, if you ask me. And then like the university pretty cheap. It's not really that expensive. I didn't really have no financial problems when it came to it. But I see why the university is pretty cheap, because the whole area of Boca Raton is expensive as hell, bro. Like, so in Jacksonville, you can get you like a little medium-sized bag of chips like this big for like $1.50, right? You go to Boca Raton, them medium-sized bag of chips are $5 to $4 freaking dollars, bro. And it's like one time I went to this store that they have on the Breezeway called Outtakes. So Outtakes is like their little version, their bootleg version of the corner store or whatever. So I go into Outtakes. This is my first time in that joint. So I'm trying to find out, where's the stuff for the dollar? Like, where's the dollar section at? Because, I'm a struggling broke college student. I ain't got time to be paying $5 for a bag of chips. So I'm walking around for like 8 minutes trying to figure out where the dollar section is and Outtakes. And the cashier was up there watching me, and then eventually I guess he got tired of me walking around. He was like, "Hey man, can I help you with something?" I was like, "Yeah man, can you show me where the dollar section is?" So he took like a little minute and he said, "Excuse me." I said, "The dollar section where you can get things for $1 at?" So this man, I swear to you, he went in his pocket, and this man pulled out like a little small box of Nerds, talking about something. This is the only thing we have for $1. So I don't know if he was dead ass or if he was playing or whatnot. So I ended up just buying like a little small thing of donuts for like $3. Like, not the big bag, because you can get the big bag for like $3 down in Jacksonville, but you basically paying $3 for this little small five thing of powdered donuts. Like, they be taxing like a mud down in Boca Raton, bro. So if you going down to Boca, bro, like make sure you going down there for a good amount of money, bro, a good amount of bread, bro, because them boys tax for everything. If you drive, well, I don't know, bro, gas might not be all that much, but I know my roommate had to pay like $4 or $5 for gas because like he had to get premium gas because he got a foreign. So like Boca Raton's like really expensive, bro. Like when you get down there, bro, like like the cars that all these rappers be, rapping about, like the Trackhawks, the Hellcats, the G-Wagons. I swear to God, I never seen a G-Wagon, a Hellcat, a Trackhawk ever in my life being down in Jacksonville. Only thing I seen like a Lambo like 2 times in my lifetime, and a Corvette every once in a while. But down there, that's all you see in Boca Raton. You're going to see G-Wagons, you're going to see Vets, you're going to see Lambo trucks. Never seen a Lambo truck until I got to Boca Raton. Lamborghinis, BMWs, Audis, like that's all you just going to see is people riding around in foreigns, because a lot of people down there, like they balling down there, I guess. So like, it's like the city nice, the campus nice, but like it's really expensive to live down there, which is why it makes sense why the university is so affordable. So like when I got on campus, like I wasn't excited, you feel me? But I was like, all right, I'm here, cause like my main reason why I wanted to leave, and go to FAU and not stay in Jacksonville and go to college. Another reason I ain't talked about earlier was because like I kind of don't really care that much for Jacksonville anymore. Like I just want to see, what something outside of Jacksonville has to offer. So I got to FAU, and my first night I went to like a little get together at U Park. So like U Park is like the little apartments they have, and it's like a little get together. It was pretty nice. And like my first couple of weeks, like I enjoyed it, but eventually like I got tired of it, and eventually like I started like going through like, I won't call it depression, but like, I was like kind of like messed up in the head once my first 2 weeks, passed, and then eventually I was just ready to leave because like COVID pretty much made it to the point like you couldn't do nothing really, and it was a little bit more relaxed than what it was fall semester. What people told me, it's like it was more people there in the spring than it was fall. But I mean, I wasn't trying to hear that junk. Like, I literally used to wake up, open the window, open the blinds, and literally it would be nobody outside. Like it's like 11,000 undergraduate students or something like that that go to FAU, or some crazy number of total students, and it literally only used to be like 2 people walking around or whatnot. So then I used to walk around the campus, and like they got like a little Starbucks. It was only like 2 people sitting out there at Starbucks. Like the breezeway was like ghost, bro. Like it was barely no people, bro. So that joint used to really irritate me because I'm like, bro, like why did I even come here? I might as well have just stayed home and did this semester online if this junk was gonna be just dead. And I'm like, I'm paying all this money to go to an empty university. Like, what about the college experience everybody be talking about and stuff like that? So it kind of irritated me, and it kind of made me upset. And like the majority of the time when I was at FAU, like I wasn't happy. Like I was sad, and just gonna be real with you. And I ain't really tell nobody. I just kept it into myself because like I don't really like opening up to people about how I feel and whatnot, especially when I'm like in a new environment like that, because I don't want nobody to perceive me as weak or like this emotional nigga and whatnot, or like he unstable and you gotta watch out for him because he might lash out on you and whatnot. So like I just kind of held a lot of things in, like I used to wake up in the middle of the night and just like used to be like just sad. You get what I'm saying? Like I was depressed at that junk. And like I kind of got humbled at FAU, to be real with you, because like everybody said college was hard, and I just used to be like, man, college ain't that hard, man. It probably ain't no different from high school and whatnot. But I understand what people are talking about. Like it wasn't hard for me academically because I had all A's and a B, and I ain't even had that much homework. Like my English class was pretty straightforward. All you had was like 3 essays. My math class was pretty easy. Like my astronomy class was easy, but it was boring because I chose astronomy because you get to pick your schedule. And I picked astronomy because like I thought I'd be interested in it because I like learning about space and shit like that. Aliens and other planets and other galaxies. But like it was just boring. Like you literally just woke up every day at a certain time, got on your laptop, joined the Zoom meeting, and then like you just listened to your professor talk. And eventually it got to a point like I didn't even get on my laptop. I just used to launch the Zoom thing on my phone and then just listen to the professor and go back to sleep. So like it kind of was just like boring. And then I went into class one time because like some of the classes you could go to. So like I went to like my English class one time, and I was like the only person in that joint, and then like one more person came, and it was just 2 people, and it's just like weird. Then I went to my art class. I was the only person in that joint, bro, and like I couldn't leave. Like I was just listening to her talk to me pretty much by myself, and I was just bored. So I ain't go to no more classes after that. Like I was like just pissed off about that. I was like, bro, I really wasted an hour 30 minutes when I could have been sleeping or doing something else. Instead, I'm in this class with me, basically just me and the professor. And it's like weird as hell, like when you the only person in there and the professor just talking to you, like she don't got other people on the Zoom meeting that she could be staring at. Like it's just weird. And then you got some teachers, like when you join the Zoom meeting, like they want to see your face. Like why you gotta see me? Like, why do you have to see me? Like, it's not enough that you see my name on the screen. Like, why you gotta see me? Like, it was just weird. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, like, when it came to like socially interacting with people, like, I'm not like, like this social butterfly. I choose the, I'd rather be alone than just interact with people. But, I do like to, hang out with people from time to time. I'm not, just like this weirdo or whatnot. But I rather, like have a small circle of people. And like it was kind of hard to meet people because for somebody like me, I don't really use social media that much. So like I rather just go out and meet people face to face, and I couldn't really do that. So the only way I could really meet people was on social media, and I tried to meet people on social media, but it didn't go that well because I've never been a person to really meet people and get people off social media. I always had to do things face to face. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just that when hoes see my Instagram page, they just, I just don't pass the eye test, I guess. But in person, I'm pretty good. So you know, that just frustrated me. And I got to the point like by the time I got to like March, after February, my second month being there, I was ready to go home. I was irritated. I was kind of sad, like mentally I wasn't there. And this probably was like my toughest year I had when it came to a mental standpoint because, like it really wasn't nothing to do. Like I felt closed in. And on top of that, like I just wasn't myself because normally like I don't care about making friends. I don't try to make friends. Normally people come up and make friends with me because like you see a person that isn't talking that much, that's shy, you probably gonna go up there and get to know them and stuff like that. And it was a lot of things that I let people get away with that I wouldn't normally tolerate. You get what I'm saying? And it was one night in my room, like, I was just looking at my phone and I was like, bro, I can't believe I'm letting this just slide with this. Like, I wouldn't normally tolerate this, you feel me? And it's like, it was people I thought that really messed with me for real, that, only messed with me for like, when they needed something. You get what I'm saying? There was times like when I was doing things for people and like when I needed somebody to be there for me, nobody came through. So that also messed me up. My best friend died there too before I left. Like he died like a couple of weeks after my birthday. So, I was ready to leave then. So like it was just like a really hard experience for me from a mental standpoint. Like it really challenged me. So when I got back home, I kind of had to take a couple of weeks to, find myself because like I felt like when I got there, I had lost since like who I was, what I was as a person. And then I was ultimately talking about, just dropping out altogether. But, my homeboys had talked me out of it. They had said, you already in there. You might as well see it through. You already done put the money out for the room and stuff like that. So you might as well see it through. So, I just stayed there. But I just hated it there at that point. Like I just was like upset. I was angry. And ain't nobody really know. Like this the first time people really finding out how I felt. Because like I said, I don't like expressing myself to people because I don't want to come out as weak and emotional. So I just held a lot of things in. And that's probably another reason why I was just so effed up. Because I wasn't expressing myself. Like I was just holding everything in. Because I felt like nobody's really going to care for it. So I got back home like the 28th or like the 21st. I left like a week early because my suite mate, I basically convinced my roommate or my suite mate, whatever, because I had a single, whatever you want to call it. I basically convinced them to leave early. I said, cuz it ain't nothing here for real, bro. You feel me? Like, we might as well leave. Like, why we staying the whole entire week here for? You get what I'm saying? Like, if we want to fuck hoes, we can fuck the hoes back home. Like, nobody care about these college hoes for real, bro. Like, let's just leave, bro. Like, it ain't nothing here. It ain't no reason to stay. Already done finished our classes. Like, what we staying here for? So when he packed up, I made sure I had enough space to fit. And we drove on back home. And, like, I ain't really packed that much stuff because I don't like packing up that much stuff. I don't really got that much stuff in my room, to be real with you. So I ain't really have to, bring that much. So I put, like, my refrigerator, my microwave, and all that stuff, my TV, in storage, and just rode on back home with him. Cause I couldn't be there for like any longer, bro. Like I just felt like I would have died of, something if I would have stayed there. And it's like, it wasn't all bad. If it wasn't for my roommates, it probably would have been a lot worse. I probably would have left that job. I probably would have booked the flight home, and I would have been back home, and I probably would have never came back. So like, I'm gonna be back in the fall, because I still kind of want to see what it's about. I still want to get the full college experience, or the full FAU experience, because like a lot of the upperclassmen who were there before me was like, oh man, like you should have seen how the campus looked pre-COVID, man. Like it was jumping, man. Like the calf used to be jumping. Like, let me tell y'all about the calf, bro. So look, check me out. My first week, I was dressing up to go to the cafeteria, bro. Like, and everybody just used to be looking at me stupid. They was like, bro, JT, you really dressed up for the calf? Like, I'm coming in there clean, dressed down and stuff, and everybody walking around that junk with slides on, Crocs, they pajamas on, and everybody just looking at me weird. They're like, bro, this nigga really dressed up to come to the calf, bro. Like, but like, I don't know, bro. Like, I ain't really messed with my first year there for real. So like, I gotta go there in the fall. And on top of that, like, I really can't drop out anyway, even if I wanted to, because like, I'm pretty much done. So like, after this semester, I'll only have like a year and a half left, because I got reclassified. I was supposed to graduate class of 2024, but like, since I'm so ahead now, I'm on pace to graduate like probably like the winter of 2023 or something like that. I don't really know specifics. So it's like, I don't know, bro. But if it wasn't for my roommates, bro, like, I probably would have been left. Like my roommates and stuff, we used to go out. We went to South Beach a couple of times. Used to go out, get something to eat. The people down there ain't bad. It's people. You're gonna have people that you gotta watch yourself around. And I already knew that, like, before I got there, like, I was in a couple of group chats. I ain't really saying that. I ain't really staying in group chats long, because, like, in the group chats I was in, like, you get kicked out if you ain't say nothing. And I just used to be in a group chat. I barely spoke. So I got kicked out a lot of them. So, like, people in the group chat, like, you guys know how people is. Like, before you meet people and you meet people online, like, you don't really know people's personality for real. So, everybody acts all nice before you meet them and stuff like that. Everybody's acting all nice when you DM on IG. Everybody act all nice, when you talking to them on a group chat. And then when you first meet them, the first couple of weeks, they act like they great people. But then after a while, you start to really find out who people are. So, I ain't really made that many friends this semester. If I'm being honest, I probably only made like 2 real friends at that jump, which was my other roommate. I don't count my other sweet man or whatever, because I already knew him before I even got down there. So my other roommate, other car I had met, so like that was pretty much it. My roommate and somebody else. So like, I ain't really make any friends down there, and I'm not really a friendly person for real. Like, I just try to stay to myself. Like, I ain't trying to say like I'm against friends or something like that, but it's just like, like, oftentimes, like, I done had friends and ain't nobody really come through for me. And like, I'm kind of really hesitant to call people my friend. Like, for me to consider you a friend, like, I got to know you for a couple of years, and you got to prove to me that, you can actually be a good friend and stuff for real, So I don't really go around trying to find friends and stuff like that, which is something that I was trying to do too much at FAU, and that's another reason. So, I just lost sense of who I was at that jump, just being honest. So when I got back home, I took a couple of weeks to, find myself, get myself back together, get myself back in, a winning attitude. So, I'm in good spirits now. Haven't really been posting on social media that much, because I kind of like to be mysterious. So hopefully, if we have a full campus experience in the fall, I can go back to, meeting people face to face, not having to use social media, because if that's the case, then I might as well just stay home again. And I will. I don't even care for real. So, about, paying for the housing and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, like, FAU ain't bad. It is good. I do like the university. I ain't really have no green professors or whatnot. Academically, I ain't struggling at all, because, like, really, college really comes down to time management. Like, I try to get all my work done, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, if I want to go out and do something, or do something on the weekend, I don't have to worry about doing work, because I know a lot of people who had to write essays last minute and stuff like that. When you do things last minute, and, you don't do things, earlier on, then you tend to, kind of get your mind cluttered with stuff like that, and you start to stress out. So, like, me, I try to do everything the first day I get it assigned. Like, I got stuff assigned on Sunday, and it was due Sunday every week. So, as soon as Monday morning popped up, 12 a.m., I was already getting work done. So by the time Wednesday came, I was pretty much already done with my work for the week. And if I had more, something like that, like if I had like an essay that's like 2,000 words, I'd probably write like 500 words on Monday, 500 words on Tuesday, 500 words on Wednesday, and then finish it on Thursday or like early Friday afternoon or something like that. So, you know, college, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it wasn't, like, it humbled me in a sense because like I thought it was gonna be easy, which it was academically, but I ain't know like the mental aspect of it was gonna get to me the way it did. Cause I was talking to a lot of my people back at home, and like they was kind of shocked that I was going through what I was going through for real. Cause like I was hurt for real, and I did lose my best friend when I was down there also, so that didn't really help neither. But like I just wasn't really in a good, state of mind when I was down there with everything that was going on, not seeing an empty campus and stuff like that. And like I kind of felt like I was out of place certain times when I was down there at FAU for real. Like it was certain times I'd be on the elevator and I had my hair glossed up like this, and like people would just be giving me like dirty stares and mean mugs and something like that. And I just used to look like an alien to a lot of them people. So like I kind of felt like out of place at times. And I know there's a lot of people who like felt out of place also. I know it's gonna be a good amount of people who probably gonna watch this and say like, yeah, I felt out of place there too. So like I just felt weird at times, like I ain't belong there. But I'm gonna be back down there in the fall. I ain't finna transfer because like transferring take too much work. And I ain't a lazy person, but I don't really like doing all that extra stuff, bro. So like I chose FAU. I'ma see it through. I'ma graduate, an hour or whatnot. So, transferring just take too much time, too much paperwork and all that different stuff. Then I got to get to relearn how to move around campus. Like, FAU not a big campus, but it's not small neither. And it took me like a couple of months before I really learned how to get around the campus. Even then, when I get back, like, they got orientation for the freshmen. I was like, bro, I need an orientation, bro, because I haven't been in that junk like three months, bro. I forgot how to get around the campus. I forgot what Chick-fil-A is. So, but the campus ain't bad, like it's stuff to eat. You got Chick-fil-A, you got like a lot of stuff there, like Wendy's and stuff that wasn't open. I guess it's gonna be open when we get back down there in the fall. And hopefully it'll be a lot better. Hopefully I have a lot better experience. It wasn't even a bad experience. It just was, like it was kind of like a humbling experience for real. Cause like I was thinking it was gonna be easy. And I was thinking college was all about academics, but like it's like a mental part of it, which is why you have a lot of people who, when they go to college, like they talk to therapists and stuff like that, because college can be like a hard experience. And there was times like I was there in my room contemplating, like why am I even here? Why am I doing this for real? And I had to realize, like the bigger picture, get what I'm saying? And I just don't want to drop out now, because like most people drop out because they don't have the finances, but some people drop out because like, they just can't handle the mental aspect of it. So, it was tough. I made it through. I'm going to, be back down there in the fall, and I'm going to be able to fully be myself now, fully be who I am, not trying to force things, not trying to force friendships with people, because normally I ain't really care about friends normally. So, like, down there, like, a lot of people were surprised when I was talking to my dogs back home, and they was like, why are you trying to make friends? You ain't never be a person to, try to make friends with people and stuff like that. And it makes sense, because, like, not being cocky, but normally, like, people, come and make friends with me, not really me walking around trying to be friends with everybody. So it's like, I wasn't really myself down there. So hopefully, in the fall, with now I have, what I went through down there, I can, hopefully learn from it, and then, look at things in a different way. And it kind of like, when I got back home, after I thought about it, like, it kind of motivated me to get back on my grind and stuff like that. I've been grinding ever since, putting in more work. So, FAU, like, it wasn't what I thought it would be because of COVID, basically. But it did help me in the sense, like, it kind of woke me up. It kind of, got me back into the mindset. Like, it was one point, like, I guess I was just too comfortable, and, like, it kind of, altered me a little bit. So I feel like I needed that. I needed to go through what I went through last semester, but it was tough, man. Like, it was really tough. But if it wasn't for my roommates or my suite mates, whatever niggas want to be called, it would have been a lot worse, So y'all boys, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, JT. Well, what's my Instagram? I think my Instagram is __.JT _. You can like follow it down in the description, comment section down below. My Twitter is 4KTJT. And like, if you guys got any questions or something like that, I wouldn't advise asking me because I don't know shit. Like, even though I've been there, like, I still don't know anything for real. But you know, you want to reach out, you know, ask more about my experience and whatnot, you can do so. You gotta give me a while to respond back because I don't be on Instagram like that. It may take me a day or so to like follow back because like I don't be logged in to Instagram. Like I log out, so like I don't be getting notifications because like people be going live like 5 times a day. I be like, bro, if you ain't get no views your first time going live and you only had one person join your live the first 4 other times, what makes you think people gonna join the 5th time? So you know, I don't really be on social media that much. I try to live my life in private, but you know, y'all can reach out if you want to. You know, just give me a while back to respond. You know, don't unsend your message because I don't respond like in an hour or something. It may take me a day, something to follow back and whatnot. But thank you for watching the video, and